Yo, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Today I'm going to be covering some CS2 skins that have changed to the perfect world. If you don't know what that is the Chinese version of CS2. If you didn't know, quickly before we start that, did you ever know that the gator mesh actually looks this nice? Like, this is hella vibrant, like. It's kinda turning me on. If you didn't know, skins like this, what is the USP-S kill confirmed, obviously has a ginormous skull on it. This is one of the best USP skins, if not the best USP skin in the game, in my opinion. But as you can see, it's got a big skull on it, and China not like skull. They say, no skull for me, please. So basically, any skins that have a skull on it had to be changed for China. That's the only way that CSGO could go to China, or CS2, sorry. What was obviously one of the best moves CS2 could ever do, because China loves to splash the cash in this game. Like, all the rich people in this game now are Chinese. Anyway, I'm going to put up some footage. See, this right here is our known USP-S kill confirmed, what it looks like, pretty nice. And then here is the USP kill confirmed in China. As you can see, it's like some robot transformers thing. I don't really know. It looks kind of cool though. I actually prefer it. Like, the blue on the USP-S looks way better. I think it just adds to the vibrancy of the skin. Let me know in the comments which one you think looks better. Next is a UMP skin, the UMP-45 Primal Saber. As you can see, got another big skull, a Primal Saber skull, I suppose. Very nice skin, honestly. This is, it's hyped, but definitely underrated. This is definitely one of the best USP skins in the entire game. And if you look at the China version, it is basically a tiger, or the saber, just a normal saber, I suppose. Still pretty nice. I don't think it changed that much. It definitely looks better with the skull in my opinion, but still does look good in China as well. Next is a cheap USB skin, the USP-S Cortex. As you can see, it's got a skull on the handle, looks pretty nice. And then if you look at the China version, what is this goofy ass? It basically is still a skull, it just like looks less sinister, I suppose. It looks so dumb. I don't know, they could have done better with this one. Change it to like an alien or something. Like, what is that? Next is the Mach 10 Curse. If you didn't know, this is actually a banned skin anyway, because it was made by a creator who used copyrighted content. But as you can see, it's like a mummy skull zombie. I'd kind of say this is more of a zombie, I'll be honest, but yeah, that's what this one looks like. And then in China, they just basically made it a full mummy, what looks like a potato, I'll be honest. It looks dumb once again. I definitely prefer our version of this for sure. And then we have the P90 Grim. As you can see, it's got a lot of skulls on this skin. The main one obviously being that big skull in the back, a big skull. But for the Chinese version of this skin, they basically just changed it to a gas mask. What they kind of do a lot, I'll be honest. They either change it to a gas mask or some kind of alien or robot. Like, that's the three options they have. I'll be honest though, it does look pretty cool in China, because obviously it's green, so it works with the gas mask, if that makes any sense. Honestly, I still do prefer the skull, but I think both of these do look pretty cool. Next, we have one of my favourite M4A4 skins, the M4A4 Desolate Space. Of course, you got the Spaceman zombie. Honestly, this skin is so nice. I don't actually understand why this skin is so cheap. I suppose it's pretty common, but still, there's many other skins that are common or expensive, and this is such a nice and vibrant skin. And plus, if you get this in battle scarred, it still looks good. For the Chinese version, it basically just makes it a full spaceman. Well, honestly, doesn't look bad at all and kind of works. I think I actually kind of prefer the Chinese version for this one, because the yellow like mask it has just makes it look kind of better. Like, it brings the vibrancy out even more, a bit more a touch of yellow, you know, makes it look nicer. Next, we have one of the best Galil skins as well, the Chatterbox. As you can see, it's got a skull, and obviously when you shoot it, it talks, kind of. That's why it's called the Chatterbox. Honestly, this skin is so ahead of its time, being how old it is, you know. Like, the idea of using the trigger fin, I don't know what you call that, as like movement for the skin is just so underrated, I swear. And I'm sorry, China, but your one looks terrible. It basically just is a robot, and it just looks awful. Like, they look like they put no effort into it. They just got their like son to draw the picture real quick. I'm pretty sure they actually go to the artist to get them to design like a Chinese version of the skin. But like, come on, artist, man, you could have done a bit better. Like, just an outline of a robot. And now we have a sticker that everybody knows, the crown foil. Obviously this is one of the most famous stickers in all of CS2 and CSGO. And for the Chinese version, it is literally a gas mask, still with the same crown, just a gas mask instead. Well, it looks stupid, I'll be honest, it looks dumb. How can you call it the crown foil when it's not even, well, it is a correct, I suppose it has still got the crown, but still, it's just not the same. At least they put a bit of effort into this one, but it just looks so goofy. Okay, next on our list is the Bloodhound gloves. As you can see, a big skull once again on the gloves. And for the Chinese version, they changed it into a paw. Man is not a furry. Big man tin, get that furry stuff out of my face. Yeah, I just don't like it. It low-key does make me feel like a furry, I don't know. And then we have the Cobalt Skulls. Obviously, it's in the name. There is skulls on the blue gloves. By the way, I love these gloves. Definitely one of my favourite gloves in the whole game. But yeah, Cobalt gloves. They changed this to the classic gas mask, what they absolutely love to do. Definitely the skulls look better. It looks a little bit goofy, I'll be honest. I just think with a lot of these skins they moved to China, they could have like made it a bit better, I'll be honest, but that's just my opinion. And then we have the Glock Catacombs. Obviously it's based on the French catacombs, what is a bunch of skulls underneath France. So you can see there is a bunch of skulls on this skin. With the Chinese version, it's just a bunch of gas masks. I'm assuming that is, you can't tell that much, but obviously it makes the skin make absolutely zero sense. Like, the whole point of the skin is the fact that the skulls underneath France, that's why it's called the Catacombs. So this one's a bit weird. And similar to the Catacombs, we have the Glock Nuclear Garden. Obviously it is a bunch of skulls once again, but in green, basically the same skin, just green. And for the Chinese version, it is once again gas mask. What does work with this skin, because it is green, it's like toxic, so it does actually work with this skin, unlike the Catacombs. And then we have the P250 wing shot, and as you can see on the handle, it is a skull. And for the Chinese version, it's like some man with a mask. It works really well, and this is one of the examples I'm saying where they put some good effort into it, because it doesn't look goofy, it matches the skin. Honestly, it wouldn't really matter if you had the skull or that bandit person, because it looks good either way. And then we have the Tech 9 Toxic, and as you can see, it's got skulls all over this skin. I'm pretty sure this is the same pattern pretty much as the Nuclear Garden. It is just skulls with the toxic symbol on its forehead. And for the Chinese version, they changed it to gas mask, as they normally do. Once again though, it is like called toxic, so it does work quite well and you can't really tell that much. For another P90 skin, we have the Shallow Grave. As you can see, there is a ginormous skull on this skin. And for the Chinese version, it's like a werewolf, I think. I definitely prefer the skull, but I do like the fact that for once it is not just a toxic mask and it's actually something different for once. Here's an older skin, the UMP Bone Pile. As you can see, it's just a pile of skulls. I mean, the name makes no sense for the Chinese version, because once again they've gone to the gas masks. So surely it should be the UMP gas mask or gas pile, I don't know, not the bone mask, because there's no bones, so it makes absolutely no sense. And if they can't have skulls, surely they should have just changed this to, like, I don't know, just normal bones, or maybe they can't have normal bones as well, I don't know. Here we have another unique one. This is the Nova Rising Skull, all white skin practically, with a skull in the back. If I go on here, as you can see, it's got a ginormous skull on the back of the gun, whereas with the Chinese version they change it to a bandit, what once again works. CS, please stop just changing everything to gas mask. This is some originality, it looks good, it works quite well, and it doesn't ruin the skin. And then we have the Sword Off Yorick, my guy, known as the Yorick. I'm going to stop being so cringe, because there is a big skull, as you can see. China does not like that skull right there. Do you know what China does like? Some weird little tiki anonymous mask. That hacker Lamau did it, I must say. It is some weird little temple mask they've replaced this with. I can't say I like it that much, but at least it's not a gas mask. AWP exoskeleton, once again, got the Skeletron name, you know. And if you can zoom in there for me, baby, you can see the skull in the center of the AWP. Like, it's like mixed in with some like weird mask thing. I don't know if you can tell or not. But for the Chinese version of this, they just removed the skull and changed it to some Donnie wearing glasses. Pretty strange, not exactly an exoskeleton anymore, is it? Because it's got no skeleton. China, you're scamming me, baby. You're scamming me. Exoskeletron. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this with Only Pixel's favorite AWP. That is the AWP Worm God. And as you can see, big scully man in the back. They changed this for, you never guess what, a gas mask. Yeah, they changed this for a gas mask as normal, and it looks even more ugly, I'll be honest. To be fair, I don't actually mind the Worm God, and I probably will buy one eventually. They're not exactly expensive, but that is just how poor I am. Please trade with me below. If anyone wants to give me a stat trap Worm God, I'll thank you very much. Maybe even give you a sucky 3000. That's a limited deal though. You best get it quick. For now, that is going to be the end of this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Trade with me down below. My trade link is down there. And have yourself a blessed day. Road to 4K is on its way, so please subscribe. I'm only 20 subscribers away.